All local, all morning.
Philando Castile's girlfriend says he told police about his permit to carry a weapon when he was shot and killed.
We have Vice President of Maryland Gun Training Center here now to talk about the steps people with permits permits to carry need to take to avoid this from happening again. 7:53 is your time. A Minnesota man was allegedly pulled over for a broken taillight, and the world watched as he died. His girlfriend, with live streamed the aftermath, says Philando Castile was doing what the officer said and was reaching for his ID in his wallet when he said he has his gun and a permit to carry. She says the officer then shoots him. Well, Gene Beletsarkovsky, co-owner and executive vice president of Maryland Gun Training Center, is here now to discuss the steps gun-carrying citizens need to take if they are ever in a situation like this. Good morning.
Good morning. Basically, in the state of Maryland, as far as I can tell, there is no obligation to volunteer this information. Unless you asked by the police officer whether you have a weapon, or a firearm rather, in a car, you don't have to say, officer, I have a gun. Also, we have to understand that officers are under much of strain. They see stuff that we don't want to see. That's their job. They may be on the edge. So starting the conversation with the police officer by stating, I have a gun, may sound like a threat rather than just information.
But wouldn't you want to, address it if you have an... I was under the impression that you had to announce that you had a gun in your vehicle.
Not in Maryland.
Not in Maryland.
Again, I didn't find any official information on that. I can give you a website that actually states the information that I found for all 50 states.
What do you teach your students then if they were in a situation where there's a gun, whether it be in a car or outside with a group of people and an officer approaches them and asks if they have a gun?
If they are asked, they're obligated to tell officer the truth, that they have a gun. However, before you say I have a gun, it's better to say I'm a permit holder. I'm a permit holder, I carry a gun. Also, we advise our students to avoid carrying a gun in a pocket. It's a very inconvenient place. It's very difficult to draw. There are special holsters that can be in the pocket holding your gun to avoid any accidents. But it's best to carry in a holster, in which case you can avoid accidents, you can draw easily, and the retention is much better. When you're driving your vehicle, whether you're a permit holder or not, if you have a gun in your car, you have to inform a police officer, if asked, that you have a firearm.
But you don't have to volunteer?
But you don't have to volunteer.
Gene, we need to go. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate that. Gene from Maryland Gun Training Centers here in Maryland. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your expertise. Coming up, we continue to follow the breaking news from Dallas.